I was just in here designing the next DIY on my computer, and I noticed that the Fantastic Beasts Secrets of Dumbledore trailer has dropped. And I remember like reading something about that maybe a couple of days ago, and I totally forgot. So here it is. And so I stopped what I was doing, and we're going to take a look at this. This is my honest reaction to the trailer. Ignore the clutter and mess behind me, and let's watch this trailer.
If you listen carefully enough, the past whispers to you.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
That would be my brother.
The world as we know it is coming undone. Grindelwald is pulling it apart with hate. If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
Next
This is
year.
the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century.
Did we have a release date for it?
Magizoologist, his indispensable assistant. Wizard descended from a very old family, a school teacher, and a muggle.
Dumbledore asked that I give you something.
Are you kidding me right now?
Who wouldn't like our chances?
Off to save the world, Owen.
Things are not quite what they appear.
Swivel, but delicately.
I'm swiveling like you're swiveling.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
What is this place?
The room we require.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Can I?
Mm-mm. Very dangerous. If it got in the wrong hands, mess you up.
Where did you get it?
I got it for Christmas.
Okay, so that looked pretty good. I'm a fan of the first Fantastic Beasts. The second one was okay. I didn't like hate it, but it just seemed like it didn't have that life that the first one had. It seemed a little more bland, I think, and a lot of the stuff just wasn't consistent with the first movie. It was just really strange the way they did it. It was all over the place. But this looks like it actually is kind of going back to the lightheartedness of the first one. The trailer starts off with a shot of Hogwarts. You can see the Quidditch pitch back here. This is a great shot. And then we have old Dumbledore and then young Dumbledore. So we're finally seeing Hogsmeade again. This is great. I'm so glad that they're like going back to Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. That was one of the best things, my favorite things about the Crimes of Grindelwald is that we did see Hogwarts again. So then this leads to a shot of Aberforth in the Hogshead Inn, talking with Newt and Newt's brother. Looks like a scene between two nations, and we do know that Brazil is part of this, part of the locations where they go. And this is Portuguese. I used Google Translate to find out that. So I assume that's Brazil, because Brazil's official language is Portuguese. So this side is Brazil. This side looks like it's Japanese. I believe that's Japanese hiragana in there. It could be Chinese, I guess. I don't know. But I'm assuming Japanese. Next, we have our first look at Mads Mikkelsen's Grindelwald. So my first thought here is he does not look as cool as Johnny Depp's version. Like, he doesn't have the like hairstyle or the different colored eyes that I can really tell in this shot. His eyes look the same color to me. He's just wearing a business suit. He looks like a banker, kind of, I guess. He doesn't really look very menacing. So hopefully his presence feels menacing in the film once it's all said and done. But man, they really changed his look in this movie, and I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, he appears to be pulling a memory from this individual's head. And then, okay, so then he flings the memory up into the air right here. So I'm guessing he's just totally removing the memory and getting rid of it. Next, we have Newt Scamander on a raft, probably somewhere in South America, with Pickett. There's Dumbledore, and again, he looks just like a normal person. The like only wizardly part of this is his beard, I suppose. And now we've got Newt going into the forest, or the jungle maybe, and he is in different clothes. In this one, he's not wearing his iconic blue coat. So here they are walking through a wall, and that's a lot like when they go to Diagon Alley in Sorcerer's Stone. And then we have a building here, and I don't think that they walked through that brick wall into this area. I think that was just the way they cut the trailer. But there is now this building here that looks like probably a Japanese style building, and it has 3 banners, a green, a red, and a yellow banner here in the center. And that makes me think like this could be a school, like from a different nation, maybe from Japan, like the Japanese version of Hogwarts. That would be so cool if they showed different schools from different places around the world in this movie. Like, what if they had a Portuguese school and a Japanese school for magic, and they had both of those in this movie? That is what I want to see. But anyways, here's Newt walking up to this building. It could also be the Japanese version of the Ministry of Magic, maybe. And then here we have Bunty making her comeback. Hopefully a bigger presence in this movie rather than like the 1 minute she was in the second film. And then here, okay, so this building, it looks like Hogwarts, but I don't think that's Hogwarts. I don't know what part of Hogwarts this would be. It's like built into the side of this mountain. Let me know in the comments if you know what this is, because I don't think it's Hogwarts. I think it is something else. Okay, so now we are seeing a shot, and it has that same banner that was in Portuguese. The original banner translated to Supreme Boss or Supreme Leader, I would say. And these people are holding signs that say vote Valencia, maybe Santos. So this is an election going on with her on the banner, and I think that said vote. Hold on. Yeah, it says vote. So either this is after the this is before the election, and that other scene with the 2 nations side by side was after the election and she won, or she currently sits in office and they're just trying to re-elect her. So it could go either way. And we now have absolute confirmation that those 2 nations are definitely from the magical world, because right here we have the banner, we have these vote signs and everything, but then you can see there are brooms hanging right here, and there are cauldrons here as well. These are definitely magical shops around here. That was the individual who was getting his memory taken out by Grindelwald earlier. And then they give the Muggle a wand. What? He can't do anything with it. So I'm guessing they are just giving him a wand so he can like blend in and people won't know he's a Muggle. So yeah, look, they're giving him a wand. And I like that Newt's brother is kind of joining the team. Right there, you can see Gryffindor Quidditch at Hogwarts. You know what? I think that other part of that castle, it looks so much like this architecture. I think it is part of Hogwarts. And they are now in Hogwarts. Jacob is also in Hogwarts, which is very interesting. Okay, and then here we have Credence, aka Aurelius. Do you think he's actually a Dumbledore? What if he's like Dumbledore's son or something? Oh, and then there's Jacob, and is that Queenie? I think it is. It is, yeah. I didn't really notice that. That part's funny, so yeah. And then we have what looks like a Hydra back there. Or wait, no. That is like a scorpion tail. That's like a huge one of those things. So that's kind of a callback to the acromantula and its little spiders. They're doing kind of like scorpions here in Brazil, I think. Here, what do we have here in the background? It looks like maybe crystal balls over here. And here's a broom right over here, which you can't see very much of because my head's in the way. These guys must be Grindelwald's followers. Here's Jacob holding his wand. He can't cast magic though, so I don't know. I think he's trying to stop her. But she is like making everything fly around like crazy. She's gone full Death Eater at this point. And it looks like that's some kind of magical shield that's being cut. And there we have a better look at the other eye on Grindelwald. And it is a bit lighter, but not like it was before. And his hair is more white right here, it looks like. So maybe he's like, he was in disguise and it's slowly fading off. Maybe that's how they work his new look into it. He was disguising himself so he wouldn't be caught. And throughout the movie, maybe it's slowly wearing off and he's turning back into what he originally looked like. That's pretty cool. What is that? I don't know. That's just a really cool looking magical beast. And a nice shot of Credence doing some craziness. Dumbledore doesn't look like he wants to fight. It looks like he just wants to stop him and talk. Hey, you know what? You know who we haven't seen at all? Tina. I was thinking, is that Tina back there? It's not. That might be, is that the person who played McGonagall, young McGonagall? Here we are back in Hogwarts. He's like, you're not going to touch my breakfast. Get your sausages off my sausages. I bet he just had that wand ready just to smack their knuckles if they got close to his plate. Yeah, I find it very cool that he has a wand to kind of blend in with the magical folk. What if he actually uses it and casts magic? What if he is like a half-blood? Or what is that where like, isn't there something in the lore where like your magic doesn't come until later and it's rare? I don't know. But that would be cool if that ends up being what Jacob is. Although I kind of like the fact that he's just a muggle along for the ride. So it is coming to theaters in April of 2022. I am going to see that opening night and give you my thoughts. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. And this trailer was really cool. It made me even more excited for it. I'm glad that it doesn't have the feel that Crimes of Grindelwald had. Let me know what you guys thought. Hopefully this in-depth kind of look at the trailer helps you understand some things. I'm sure there's a lot that I missed. If I did miss anything that you saw, let's talk about it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.